Science operates on facts, not a show of hands, okay? The science is settled. Everybody says all the scientists agree. Well, we don't vote on science, right? Something is either true or it's not true. And it doesn't matter if a lot of people say it's true. What matters is either it's true or it's not. A lot of non sequiturs and ignorance of causation. This is a big non sequitur, right? Consensus of scientists say that the Earth is warming, so we have to control carbon dioxide. What does that have to do? It's nonsense, right? It doesn't follow. Okay? It doesn't follow that the Earth is warming and carbon dioxide emissions have to be controlled or whatever. It's a non sequitur and it's ignorance of causation. What does that mean? Ignorance of causation means that I say, well, I can't figure out what causes global warming. I looked at everything. I looked at this and I looked at that, I looked at this. So it must be CO2, right? That's argument out of ignorance. It's like saying, well, a lot of Italian Americans immigrated to this country in the 1940s, and that's about the time that global warming happened. So this is the Italian Americans' fault. So I can say that because I'm an Italian American, okay? But you see the absurdity of that, and this is the absurdity of arguing from ignorance. And they do this all the time. And in fact, there is no consensus on anthropogenic global warming, and most scientists do not believe it. And I proved that by the Oregon petition. The Oregon petition says basically that, you can read it for yourself, but basically 33,000 scientists so far have signed it, over 9,000 on PhD. So there's a lot more people out there that don't believe this than do believe it. Here's conclusions for you. These conclusions come from the IPCC. Human contributions to global warming is insignificant. Carbon dioxide is not a pollutant. It's essential for life. Carbon dioxide mitigation is pointless and economically destructive. The sun is a major driver of climate. Sea levels have risen for 18,000 years since the peak of the last ice age and will continue to slowly rise irrespective of human activity. And generally, warm periods are beneficial for mankind and cold periods are harmful. Amen. So I'll go on with Florida, right? The models used by the IPCC cannot describe the recent warming and cooling trends, thus they are unreliable for predictions. The global warming models just don't work. They don't work because we don't understand all there is to know about the climate. So they're not to be trusted. So thank you for your attention. Nature, not human activity, rules the climate. Remember that. Okay? So now I'm happy to take on any questions. We can talk about other things like politics with this, or we can talk about cap and trade, or we can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Can we get a copy of the slide?
Send me your email address and I'll beam it over to you. Well, maybe not, because you know what? It's 25 minutes long, so unless you're at a big place. So I tell you what I'll do is I can put them out on disk and you can pick them up, or I can mail them to you.
Good. Okay, how do we get in contact?
I'll leave my contact information somehow. I can give you my email address.
Okay.
My email, I'll give it to you afterwards. Yes, sir?
In the news, they've talked about a lot of data that's forever missing now. Is that true?
Data that's missing?
Yeah, I've heard on the news, on the radio.
Oh yeah, well, if you remember the surface temperature data that goes back from 1880 on to today, right? Those are temperatures that are basically phoned in. Okay, people get up in Richmond, the Richmond airport records its high and low temperatures, and they send it off to someone. They send it off to someone, and ultimately ends up at the University of East England or East or West England in the UK. They are the depository of all this climate data, the surface data, right? And they're the keepers of it, and they're supposed to redo these surface temperature reconstructions. At least they have to go back to 1880. Now what they did is they patched it around the data, they massaged it, they manipulated it to the point where nobody knows what the hell it is anymore. And then when the Freedom of Information Act was filed against them so that it could be released, so that we could understand it, they said we lost it. Or because they said they destroyed it. No, what's that about? I mean, if I did that, I would.
So all that raw data is permanently gone?
That raw data is permanently gone, so they say. They said they deleted the data. They said that they destroyed it. Now, what is that? Why would you destroy that data unless there's something to hide, right? So the data that they have run has been all manipulated. It's been filtered up one side and down the other. It's been run through Michael Mann's program, which makes hockey sticks and who knows what. So it's worthless. It's basically worthless data. It's gone.
No one else on Earth when you say that.
Well, I mean, I suppose you could go back meticulously. You could go back to, you can go back to the Weather Bureau at Richmond and say, let me have your temperature records for the last 100 years. Then you have to go back to Chesterfield County and say, can I have your temperature records? And you have to go back to someplace in China and say, can I have your temperature records? You have those. So you have to go back and collect all this data all over again. It would be an enormous amount of amount of effort. But I suppose in theory it could be done.
Why not a backup tape?
Backup tape?
Yeah.
I don't know how they obviously, they didn't want to release it, they had a FOIA request, the law told them they had to release it. They knew that if they released it, that they would be caught, that the data made no sense, so I think they just deliberately destroyed it, or it's in my command safe somewhere, or who knows where it's at. It probably does exist, maybe they're hiding it, maybe they didn't deliberately destroy it. They said they accidentally destroyed it when the CRU, the Climate Research Unit in the UK, when they said that they moved it, they moved their facility from one location town to the next, they said it got lost in the move. Well, this is what they're charged with doing. They're charged with keeping that data. How do you lose that and destroy it? It's not, you have to suspend belief. It just doesn't make sense. Yes.
What are your thoughts on, obviously there's more real scientists at IPC that actually look at the data and know what the truth is than the ones who manipulated the data for their own purposes. Why don't the real scientists band together and come out publicly and really make a statement about what they've done to this data?
Well, they do. I mean, there are people like Dr. Singer that do the best they can. He started SCPP, the Scientific and Environmental Policy Project, that does just that, tries to educate people. But you know, if you're a scientist, that you're a non-believer, and you stand up and say so, you're ridiculed. You're called you've got, not only you've got this small group of very powerful crooked scientists that have taken over all the journals, all the scientific journals. They won't let non-believers, if you will, they call us non-believers, they won't let you publish in there. They've got the whole deck rigged, and they control everything. They control the grant funding, okay? All their people sit on grant review committees. So if you submit a grant application and they don't like your hypothesis, they won't fund you. So, and then if you say something against them, then they've got the press on their side, and you're just ridiculed to death. So, you know, some of these guys just want to keep their job. They stay quiet, and they do their thing, and they speak out whenever they can, but, you know, do you really want to lose your job? I don't know. Do you want to be ridiculed in the press? It takes a lot of courage, I think, to stand up. But I think more and more of this is happening now, that some of this is being released, and the public is swaying a little bit, and I think it's starting to snowball. Yes, sir.
Well, isn't that organization you had a slide of, the Oregon Cave Group or whatever, isn't that a organization that banded together?
Well, the Oregon petition is just that, it's a petition. I mean, somebody sent it to me in the email, and I signed it. I liked what it said, and I signed it. It was pretty safe for me to do that, right? I mean, yeah, it's a good reflection of how many people are out there that don't believe us. It's a good reflection, but can you get all these people together in a room and say, let's hold a press conference? Maybe we should. Maybe we need to get more, maybe Fred needs to do another one of these NIPCC and get more PR, more press. We need to do more of it. We need to do more of this stuff, right? We need to educate the people. Because you guys are much more sophisticated because you're here, but John Q. Public, you know, they turn on the 6 o'clock news, they read the New York Times, and they read all the stars, and they don't know any better, and they say, oh, yeah, global warming, you know, we got a car, we got to be green, and all this, and they don't understand any of this, because they're not exposed to it. They're not taught at school, all right? People going to school are inculcated into global warming. They're not taught this stuff. They're taught that greenhouse gas emissions are bad. We've got to be green, that it's causing the earth to, number one, greenhouse gases don't cause global warming. Number two, if we have global warming, it doesn't mean that's going to cause climate change that's bad for humans, right? Climate change, a little bit of warming might be good. Who's to say that the medieval optimum wasn't a good time? It was a good time. They grew more crops. I've got a couple slides in here that I didn't show. They do experiments where they grow pine trees under different conditions. Pine trees under ambient conditions, pine trees with 150 parts per million more CO2, pine tree with 450 and so on. These pine trees are doing this. You know, they're growing into the same conditions, except the CO2 levels are increased. You have more CO2, you get more biomass. You get more agriculture. You want to feed hungry people? Let the CO2 go up a little bit, right? You make more corn. Right?